We're live.
Oh, we are?
We're live. Okay, we're going to be right back. We're going to be talking about a week in review, keeping up the momentum. And we'll be back in just a second. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
How's everything going? My name is Jaime and this is
Sara.
And this is Live with Bottleneck Special Edition.
A week in review.
A week in review.
I mumbled.
And basically what we do is we talk about what happened this past week, the hurdles that we're facing, how we're overcoming those, and also the success stories. And then what are we going to do next week?
We're going to be broadcasting from the road. We're going to be in St. Louis.
So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
So we'll talk a little bit about what we do next week at the end of this video, because we're doing some pretty incredible things. It only happens once a year. Mm-hmm. And we're really excited to do this. We didn't know what was going to happen with COVID. So stay tuned and we'll let you know. If you have any questions, any comments. Hey, Kristen Deese.
Hey, Kristen, how are you?
What's happening? So if you have any questions or comments for us, please ask away, because that always throws us for a loop, and we have squirrel syndrome. So we love going down rabbit holes. So take us off our course there. So today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking. I just have to show this graphic because look how cute she is. This is a week in review with, and they have it backwards. It should be Sara and Jaime J, but that's okay. And here is what we are going to be talking about today, keeping up the momentum. Today is September 4th, 2020. It is 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, just a little bit past there. And basically what we're doing, though, is last week, you want to tell them what we did last week?
We did a live stream with the big reveal. It was the big reveal for the new systems and processes with Bottleneck Distant Assistants. Yeah,
it was a new launch. And I want to tell you a little bit about what happened, because we had over 1,200 people watch the live stream. We had 182 news organizations pick up our press release, our story. We had 14 new leads. Is that right? 14 new leads. 8 new leads that came out of it that we're following up with now. And I think when we sent out our email to our email list, there was a 27.1% click-through rate, which is almost a 50% open rate, which is really impressive. So a lot of people, that just goes to show we don't have the biggest list in the world, but and we hadn't really been sending out to our newsletter because we had been over the last 4.5 months, because we've been building towards this launch. But it was still nice to see that I think we only had 8 total unsubscribes, and we had 11 bounced emails, and that was because either their systems were, the security on them weren't accepting our email address, or the emails were no longer. So it was kind of neat. So there were, what did we reveal? We did a new website. You can go to bottleneck.online to learn more.
The new payroll. I mean, new
that's all her.
New pricing,
new subscription plan, new payroll that we're doing. Instead of going through PayPal, we're now going through
QuickBooks.
we launched a new category. So we are officially anti-virtual assistants, which is pretty exciting. So we're going through the process of changing Bottleneck Virtual Assistants to Bottleneck Distant Assistants. And holy crap, Bottleneck Virtual Assistants is everywhere.
It is everywhere right now.
So we just decided to say, hey, we're just going to take it as we go. Every time we see something that says Bottleneck Virtual Assistant, we're going to be switching out to Distant Assistants. And you'll see our social media has been updated. Our logos are going to be updated and should be out. We'll be launching those and getting everything set up that way. And do you want to tell them why we're anti-virtual assistants?
Because we're relationship based and not transactionally based.
Ooh.
We like to build relationships like we have with our internal team, who we consider part of our family, and the external team too, the distant assistants that work for clients. They're part of the family too. And I get emails, just emails, just for no reason, or a ping in Basecamp. Hey, what's happening? Or this is what's happening in my life. And it's so nice. It's like our extended family. So.
It really is. It's really cool. It's really cool. And so we don't want it to be like, if you Google virtual assistants, like I get the Google alerts on virtual assistants. And by the way, good tip, whatever industry you're in, I would highly recommend and encourage you to put a Google alert out, not only for your own name, but also for your business name. So that way, whenever it's being mentioned or anything like that, and it pops up in Google, you'll be alerted. But also enter some Google alerts for your industry terms. And that will help you kind of stay on the cutting edge, look what's trending and all that kind of stuff. And it's been very helpful for us here. But what we've also found is that when you Google virtual assistants, a lot of stuff comes up about artificial intelligence, like bots and artificial assistants, things like that, And so we want to make sure that we completely separate ourselves from what a virtual assistant is. And if you look at the word actual virtual, what that word is, it's like, it's kind of real. It's kind of,
right.
No, we are 100% real. Like, we are human beings. And so we wanted to make sure that we made that clear delineation. And so the new category of dedicated distant assistants is indeed a significant difference from a virtual assistant, which, as Sara said, is more transactional based. We want to build relationships. If you hire a personal assistant through Bottleneck, you know that you're hiring somebody that you're going to be able to build a relationship with, grow your team with, scale your business, and leverage your time so that you can stop doing the tasks that are basically focusing on the wrong things, and instead focus on the work that you're doing best. Focus on your best work. And so that's basically our provocative point of view as well.
Yeah. Stop wasting your time.
Stop wasting your time on the wrong things. Focus on doing the best work. It's actually 22 words, I think, is what we came up with, but we'll get that down. And then what else did we do new? So we had the website. New onboarding portal. That was pretty cool. That's still ongoing. So for our new clients that don't know how to hire or have never hired or think they know how to hire, but for some reason they see turnover and things like that, we really help them out with that. And keep checking back, especially if you're a client, because we have new courses coming out all the time. So we'll be talking about setting expectations. We'll be talking about what you can do before you hire. We talk about our payroll, our paid time off policies. What else are we doing? Project management, how to use Basecamp, because a lot of our integrated services programs are integrated with that, integrated. And it's really neat for people coming on board so that they stay on track. because according to Glassdoor, it costs $4,129 to hire somebody. Do you know how much it costs to fire somebody?
At least.
According
Is
to
it
Glassdoor, by the way.
three? It's not 3 times. It's more than 3 times that.
Yeah, it could be equivalent up to 9 months' salary.
Yeah.
It's
Crazy.
insane. So hiring is very, very important. You have to be knowing what's. Oh, let's see. Kristen says relationships are greater than tasks equals love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. Isn't that right? That's greater than, or no?
Yes.
It points to the
Yes,
relationships
greater than tasks.
Okay, because I never remember. Great points to the left or points to the right. I always mess that up in school.
Whatever the carrot points to is the less.
So
whatever
gotcha.
is at the big is greater.
Gotcha. I always forgot greater than or less than.
That's how mine works and remembers things.
So, and then what else did we come up with that was new? There was like 6 or 7 things.
Yeah, there were a bunch.
Oh, new blogs are coming out now. Live with Bottleneck, the new show. So what had happened when COVID hit? We took a big hit, as some of you may know. And thank you, especially to Kyle Lonett for reaching out to me. He was concerned about us and about what was happening here at Bottleneck, and he reached out and he gave us some really helpful insights and ideas. And I just wanted to say thank you for that, because we did take a hit, but we focused. We put our heads down and decided to launch all this, and that's what happened last week. So last Thursday, and if you want to go and check it out, we had some winners. Those winners were announced on last week's show. But if you go to bottleneck.online/launch-2020, you can see who the winners were. You can also get a replay of what we did there, and yeah, all kinds of fun. So what's this week?
Keeping up the momentum. How do you keep up the momentum? It was huge. Everybody worked and worked and worked. It happened. Okay. And then everybody's like, oh, it's over. Because it's a lot of work bringing that together. And a lot of it was done. Everything changed. It was dynamic. Everything was changing. And then right up to the end, everything was changing for the launch. So now we've got to keep that momentum up. It's kind of like the question I posed to the Dallas Stars Stanley Cup champions, Richard Matvichuk and Craig Legwood. I asked them, so how do you keep up the momentum? You win the Stanley Cup one year. How do you keep that momentum going into the next season? And it's all about focus. It's all about keeping your eyes on the goal. Yes, you have to celebrate the moment, but then you have to get your mindset back into that. Okay, you got to stay hungry. You got to stay focused. You've reached that one goal. Okay, how do you repeat it?
Yeah.
So what's the next thing for us? So you have to have goals. And I find that when I'm trying to increase my, get in shape, whatever, I have to set a goal. I have to find something and use that and set that goal and build towards that goal. So what's the next thing? What are we going to do to keep the momentum going? What's our next goal?
So that's a great question. And she nailed it, because after you work so long and so hard, for us, 4.5, 5 months with the team, getting this launch ready, it's almost like, whew, that's done, and you almost want to relax. But now that the excitement level is so high and you're out there so well, now is really the time to double down. So yes, we want to take a break or maybe slap a high five and say, congratulations, man, all that work here, it came to fruition. We did it. Fantastic. But now that we have all this momentum going, we really need to keep on going. So now that we have a foundation, the other new thing was workflows, systems, and processes. Now that we have this foundation, it's so much easier to keep it going now, since we generated the excitement, and hopefully build on that excitement and let more people know about how we can help people now with this excitement going. We really need to do that. So we're coming up with some cool new campaigns that we're going to be launching every single month. And each campaign is going to be a little bit different, hopefully exciting and unique. But that's going to ultimately just build on this. And I think that keeping up the momentum is keeping the spirits up, staying charged. Like this weekend, as of the time of this recording, it's Labor Day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
A little sad. It's the end of summer.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to go out. We're going to take a break, and we're going to shut off for the weekend. We're going to go out on the boat. There happens to be a fireworks show that we're going to go out. We're just going to go enjoy life. We're going to bring Nikita with us for the first time.
Yeah.
It's been a while since he's been able to go out
Mm-hmm.
with his surgery, if you're following along there. Nikita is our puppy. Well, dog now. He's a dog.
Yeah,
I just
he's
like calling
grown.
him puppy. Yeah, he's a big dog. But we're going to go shut down. That's how you keep the momentum up, though,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of ironic.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you agree?
You have to recharge. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to take time for yourself. I schedule in time for myself.
Yeah.
I'm really good about that.
Yeah, I am too.
I
I have to. Well, go ahead.
people might think it's selfish, but if I don't do that for me, I'm a bear. Nobody wants to be around me.
I do.
Jamie's like,
I love her.
go do your thing.
I do think you need to take time for yourself. You really do, especially in a leadership role. It's my opinion that if you're in a leadership role, you should be spending about 8 to 10 hours a week in your business.
Mm-hmm.
Spend the other 20 hours, 30 hours, whatever it is, on your business, meaning read a book,
Research.
get a massage,
Research. Yeah.
research, think, finding opportunities by creating uninterrupted strategy sessions, focus, take time to think, because this is where your creativity blossoms from.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
we take a walk just about every day.
Yeah.
It's about 30 minutes, and we talk about it. We talk about the day. We talk about ideas. We bounce things off each other. What our wins were. What our our fails are. What our challenges are. Some of the best strategy sessions we've ever had are when we travel.
yeah. Oh my gosh. You should tell them about that trip. We got stuck. We missed the flight.
Yeah, we missed the flight. Oh, that was awful.
That was Frontier, right?
Yeah.
Frontier flies like 2 or 3 days a week. If you miss a flight, they're like, "Oh, okay, no problem. We get you on the next flight." And we're like, "Oh, thank God." And this is Monday. They like, and that'll be on Wednesday. And we're like, "Wait, what?"
No.
Wait,
We gotta get back to work.
so we ended up. What did we do?
We went to
Tulsa. Yeah, we got another flight to Tulsa on a different airlines that they
Mhm.
arranged, luckily.
Mm-hmm.
And
And we got a rental car, and we drove back to Springfield.
from Tulsa, which is what, a 4 hour,
No,
3 hour?
maybe 2.5 hour.
2.5?
3 hour.
Yeah.
And we got on a notebook or the iPad.
I think you were on the laptop, and I was
on the laptop.
driving, and we created an entire workflow, an outline on. I don't remember exactly what
I don't
it
remember
was,
what the
but
process was.
it was amazing.
Mhm.
And that trip went by like that.
Mhm.
It was so fast
Yeah.
and very productive.
You don't get SOS so much when you're driving because you can focus. Now, when we fly, or say we're on the boat on the weekend, it's so easy to get SOS. You start talking about something you want to strategize. Somebody comes by,
Yeah.
And
if you've ever had a boat, you're always fixing stuff. So hold on. Can you hear us now? I just want to make sure that we didn't. We're on the wrong one.
Oh no.
Okay, there we go. That's probably way better. So my apologies. This thing is so, you just barely touch it and it goes crazy. Anyways.
I hope all of that wasn't.
Oh no, they heard it.
They heard.
It just was probably bad audio. So now it's a lot better. Now what? What were we talking about? Oh yeah, trips. And so anyways, take some time for yourself. That really helps it. And that's what we're going to do this weekend. And then what were some of the challenges when we've been facing this week?
Can I name the challenges?
Name the challenges. Oh, FYI, we probably need a good little break there. Can I name the challenges? Challenges.
I seem to be constantly in a challenge of payroll. It's so dynamic. So Jaime totally focused on the systems and processes for hiring and managing the external and internal team through HubSpot and Basecamp. And we still use 17 hats a little bit for certain clients. So now I'm doing all the QuickBooks. So I'm integrating QuickBooks with HubSpot and GetAccept forms. And then
GetAccept, explain that.
GetAccept is like DocuSign, but it integrates nicely with HubSpot.
And it's more affordable.
Yeah, it's much more affordable. Now there's a learning curve, much as QuickBooks has a learning curve. Everything has a learning curve. And it's how much time you're willing to dedicate to it. But I've really had to put a lot of time into it. And I've found challenges. You always ask the question, okay, if then what? Or what are the possible scenarios? I thought I'd gone through all the scenarios and then they're popping up. I'm like, wait, what? So, and in it, it really affects me because I don't like to disappoint clients. My number one goal is to have the best, easiest, most enjoyable customer experience ever. And I have dropped the ball in the past week, I think 3 times. And it's not that I ignored the issues or ignored payroll or invoicing or the subscription plans or whatnot. It's that things were being tagged in places that I didn't realize they were being tagged in. And I love help desks, and I will tell you that HubSpot, GetAccept, and QuickBooks have the most amazing online chat help desks. And QuickBooks also has the most amazing, if you can't get your answer on chat, they'll call you. And
they'll do like a share screen.
Yeah. So yeah, it's great. So I'm going through that. So those are my challenges. Jaime doesn't really see it, but it's very
I hear
stressful.
The occasional F-bomb thrown about. And so I understand that there's probably been something that has frustrated.
Or
F-bomb means frustration, by the way.
GDSP.
That's what my mom would always say.
He might hear it from the other end of the house. So I'm notorious for, I am always in such a hurry that I run into door jams with my shoulders. I'm always in a hurry.
She's a little clumsy.
I hit my head on things, and Jaime will hear GDSB, FS, blah, blah, blah.
All that.
And then he comes out laughing. You okay? What'd you do this time?
I told her she should wear a helmet when she walks around the house or something. We do have hockey helmets, bicycle helmets. Oh, it's too funny. So those are some of the challenges. Obviously, that it's just business. It's business challenges, and we try our best to. And that's the thing about systems, processes, and workflows. They're all living, breathing documents. They're going to be constantly needed to be attended to. So once you finish a system, a process, especially a workflow, just know to keep that momentum going, you've got to continually update it as you're growing, as you find new challenges, because you don't know what the future is going to bring. You can do all the best work you can. I have a ton of experience in this industry. Our team has a ton of experience in this industry. But everything is changing, and we are all mindful of that. And while it's frustrating at times, F-bombs, frustration bombs, at times, we know the end goal is that we really want to be able to help people. That's our biggest deal. Yeah,
and focus on when you make a mistake or you screw up or it doesn't go as planned. Man, that's nothing to get down on. Yeah, it's disappointing, but oh my gosh, it's a learning experience. What did I learn from this? I learned that how can I make this better?
Yeah.
So I turn it around. I always want to turn a negative into a positive.
Exactly.
And that keeps me going. I'm like, okay, so let's spin this. I should work for a politician.
No, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't. No, it's making lemonade out of lemons. That's basically what it is. Although some days are tougher than others, we just got to do what we got to do. And ultimately, basically the thing is, we're good people. We have the best of intentions. Yeah, we throw down F-bombs every now and then, which is frustration bombs. And we just can't, we're human beings. We're imperfect. And that's just part of life. So we're just going to keep on going and keep on trying. So that's some of the hurdles that we had this week. And can't wait to tell you about what we're doing next week. What are we doing next week?
So I look forward to this every year. This year is going to be not as exciting because of COVID, because they're not bringing in people not too many people are traveling in.
Yeah. So you can't get people to come and watch.
Yeah. Everything's closed, but we do get to skate with the St. Louis Blues alumni this weekend. In fact, we get to skate with Chris Butler. In case you guys are hockey fans, or if not, I don't know if you guys know this, but the 2019 Stanley Cup champions were the St. Louis Blues.
St. Louis Blues. And one of the gentlemen that got to raise the cup on the ice after they won the final game to win the cup was
Chris Butler.
Chris Butler of the St. Louis Blues.
I'm so excited.
So he's a young chap, so I'm going to have to teach him a couple things. I was talking to our team captain, and I go, do you think we're going to repeat? Because we're the reigning champions. We were on the team. We even beat the alumni team. We crushed them. We annihilated the St. Louis Blues alumni. Crushed them. Devastated them. So much so that one of the players on their team, I won't mention any names, but it rhymes with Mary Take. Terry Yake. And he comes in and goes, I can't believe you guys are in the final. And we were like, what?
Yeah,
Why?
really?
He goes, yeah, I didn't see that coming.
Come on, Terry.
Neither did we. Anyways, we went on to win. She scored an amazing goal. And we went on to win that tournament, and we held up the cup. We ran and jumped in the fountains of St. Louis downtown, the fountains. We just jumped in there, had a blast in celebration. So we are the reigning champions. So I told John, our captain, John Gerio, and I said, hey, man, what do you think? Repeat? And he goes, I don't know. We're kind of old. And there's a couple other teams that have a lot of young guns, including Chris Butler.
Butler,
who's retired this year, played in the NHL last year. And so I was like, well, that's okay. They're all young. That means they have a lot to learn.
Yeah. So there was a draft, and the draft was kind of fun. So it's all a fundraiser for the St. Louis Blues alumni, and they have wonderful charities that they donate to. It's all about kids. It's all about police and fire. It's all about doing good in the community anyway. And they help us down here with the local hockey community a lot. But so there was like a pre-draft, and so you had to bid money, and okay, I don't want to say unfortunately, but there was one player in particular that we really wanted to return to our team. That was Jack Combs, but we lost the bidding war on him. So
another team scooped him up.
Yeah, so we got Reed Lowe,
Tyson Nash.
Yeah.
Who
he's with he works
he
broadcast.
He does
Phoenix?
Broadcast for the Phoenix Coyotes. Yeah. But he played with the Blues.
Arizona Coyotes. Yeah.
Arizona Coyotes. Yeah. And then we picked up Rob Ramage.
Yeah, Rob Ramage. He's a fun guy.
He is awesome. They're all fun.
Yeah.
They're all, and we get to be like little kids, And we'll be coming to you live next week on Friday while we do our weekend review from the Hollywood Casino, most likely, which is right next door. That's where all the events are taking place. That's where we're going to be staying. And it's right next door to Centene Ice Arena in St. Louis, where the Blues practice. And they have, it's a big, new, beautiful facility. But with COVID, We don't know if we'll be allowed in or anything like that, but we will be going live at our scheduled time next week from the remote location of either Hollywood Casino in St. Louis or Centene Ice Arena.
And first games are Friday afternoon. Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday, starting at, I think, at 3 p.m. Central Time. But yeah, so next Friday morning, 10 a.m., we'll probably do it from Hollywood Casino, or if they let us at Centene Ice Arena, we'll do it from there.
We might look a little tired, bedraggled. Thursday night is the first dinner with the alumni.
Yeah, and that's usually pretty crazy.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
So we'll be having fun. So that's what we're doing next week, and we can't wait to be there and share with you, and hopefully you'll tune in for that one. It should be a lot of fun.
Is Hratch coming?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, we have a friend, Hratch Tarachian, and he drives all the way down from Toronto.
Yeah. To
St. Louis to take part in this.
Yep.
Fun guy.
Yeah, so it'd be nice to see some old buddies and see some of the old players again and that kind of stuff. It'll be fun, it's all for a good cause. And again, this is part of what we love doing with Bottleneck. It's a great way to give back. 1 year, because of the money raised, a child needed a bone marrow transplant, and that we together 600-700 people with the St. Louis Blues alumni. And if you ever get to go to a St. Louis Blues alumni game and sit in the alumni booth, you'll see us. We're in one of the pictures in the alumni booth. It's pretty cool. With the team, we're really small, but you can point, you can see our heads. We're big, smile, big. But it was so neat. The kid walked out, and he was still alive. He would have passed without this. And he walked out, and to
hear those 600 sticks
just tapping on the ground. Everybody had tears. The kid had tears. It was amazing to see.
It really was.
Now, are we selfish? Of course, we get to play hockey. But the bigger thing is the reason why we do this every year is it's a big fundraiser, and it makes fundraising fun, but we know it's for a really good cause.
Yeah, it really does. And right now with COVID, gosh, nonprofits are struggling. It's tough.
Yeah. So we're doing everything we can here on our part, and just having a lot of fun. I wanted to know, do you know where Sed's video is? I wanted to share a little bit of that.
Oh yeah.
How do we find it? So bear with us 1 second. I'm trying to find out.
Wasn't it sent in a ping?
Was it? I don't know. Now? Oh, was it? Okay. Let me see. Bear with us 1 second, because what I wanted to do is kind of spotlight, and we're going to add a new segment on at the end of our
search.
Ooh. Yeah. At the end of our live streams, when we do a weekend review, we're going to do a spotlight of somebody. And is it Momo?
Raymond. There it is.
And so basically what we're doing, bear with us.
Yeah, we're looking for
talk to him while I'm looking.
Yeah. So we're going to do a spotlight, and the spotlight's going to be on a dedicated assistant that we have, and what their skill set is, like what the hours are they want to work and what they can do for you. And maybe you'll know somebody and they're like, oh, that is perfect. That is exactly what I need. And so that's what our spotlight's going to be. And we wanted to show you what
someone did, how creative. In this case, it was Raymond. We call him Momon. Oh, I got to sneeze. Excuse me. So I'll let her search for it. Oh, that might be it.
That's it.
So let me see if I can do this. Okay. So basically what happened is we have weekly meetings. I'll set this up. And every single week, a different member of our team leads the meeting. They go through, the agenda. And at the very end, they do a little 5-minute training. And what seemed to happen, I think Diane may have really pushed this to the next level because hers was very creative. It's starting to get creative, and it's almost like a challenge within the team who can have the most creative presentation at the end, because it's really neat to kind of get an internal idea of what someone's role is or responsibilities are within the team here. But the reason we wanted to show this to you is because Raymond Momon is one of our graphic designers. And many people are wondering about, the quality.
What can they do?
What can they do? Things like this. And so what we want to do is highlight a different person or the skill sets that we find at the end of this week in review so that you have a good idea of what's going on. I know we're going over a little bit today, but I thought this would be really important. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the screen and maybe you can explain what happens in this.
Go, there you go.
Yeah. I wonder if you can explain to the people what they're about to see.
Oh. Okay, so Momon used Photoshop and created a cartoon graphic. I believe he uses a trackpad with a pencil. So he loves doing
create a simple character in Rick and Morty's art style.
So that's our team. You can see them on the right hand side.
You're familiar with
A few of them there.
Rick and Morty cartoon TV show, guys. I'll do a tutorial for them.
And to give you guys a little bit of background on this, so we do our meetings every Wednesday morning on Zoom. So everybody's there, and whoever's leading that Zoom meeting shares their screen as they go through the agenda. And so
this is him doing the tutorial, and we'll kind of skip forward a little bit and let you see what he's done. But it's pretty amazing. Watch this.
You can see he's integrated music in his presentation. He's he kind of gives an overview of what he's doing.
He's look how easy he makes it. I was laughing because he goes step by step, and I'm like, okay, so you make it look like I could do it.
Yeah.
It's so cool to see him do all this. Then you have to go back. There's another layer he starts doing.
He starts showing us how he traces it and how he starts taking it from the sketch mode to the, more of an outline. And then he begins with the pen tool and he starts,
look at this. It's just amazing. He
starts kind of coloring it in. And then he goes on to the next one, and what is he doing here? Like, you can start seeing this, the layers,
the shadowing. Yeah, let him see that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So he makes it look so easy.
And there they are.
It's just fun to watch him doing it.
Yeah, so he's kind of explaining it and going along, and I don't know how much you guys can hear this or not, but as you go along, then he kind of ends it off, and he's like, yeah, so basically that's what I do, and we're just like,
whoa.
Wow. So the reason we wanted to share this with you is because the talent in the Philippines is unbelievable.
Amazing.
And their attitudes are incredible.
The work ethic
is amazing. And we take them through. That's the other thing, our new onboarding process that a recruitment manager came up with. That's another new thing that we did. We launched a new personality matching assessment tool now. It's unbelievable. So now what we're able to do is find talent just like Momon, just like Diane, just like Raina, Rachel, it goes on and on, RJ and all the people on our team, plus all of our external assistants. This is what we love highlighting this stuff because we want you to see what's possible.
And a lot of people don't know, like, what could a virtual assistant or a dedicated assistant do for me, a distant assistant? And it's anything. Literally, we have a team, and anything I need, I know I can go to that team.
Yep. You think about it like this. Think about all the things you do in your business that you cannot stand doing, but you need to have it done, or all the times you've gone to somewhere else, Fiverr or something, to get a design, or to find a web developer, or to find someone to manage your tasks, or to find someone to create a workflow, or just all that stuff that just like nails on a chalkboard. Get this. I don't like designing, but I love looking at the artwork. I love being able to take that finished product and go, wow, that's amazing. I'm going to share that. Like,
and I think what the great thing is, you can come up with the concept. So it's your company. What do you need? What do you need to accomplish? And you have the broad idea, and then you have an assistant that works like a project manager.
and Mark Sandor Wolf
it.
says, freaking cool.
They get it. Yeah, they get it done for you. It's amazing what they can do. Like, okay, everybody's gonna do a training video. Look what Momo came up with.
Yeah,
it was
it's
great.
insane.
And Diane came up with one, and it was
she does all the podcast show notes, and everybody was laughing.
Yeah, so she integrated some animation and made it funny. It was entertaining, and it's just, that's just what we have. We enable our team to think outside the box. They all have input in the company.
Yeah.
And
for all
happens,
those people that think you cannot have a positive culture in a remote-based environment,
wrong.
100% wrong. 100% wrong. We sing happy birthday. It's the worst sounding birthday songs. Oh my God, it's terrible. But we're all laughing.
Yeah.
It's like happy birthday. Like it's bad. Like we are not karaoke. We are not nothing. But you know what? Everybody has fun.
Yep.
And everybody has a smile, and everybody shows up to the meetings, and everybody's excited to see what's going to happen. It's almost like, okay, let's get through our stuff really fast because I want to see what's going to happen during this presentation. Like it's that cool.
And it's funny, with COVID, some people haven't had a haircut, or their families giving each other haircuts. And sometimes they're like, I don't want to turn my video on because I gave myself a haircut. Was that said?
That was Momo. That was funny. It's like, yeah, I watched a YouTube video and my hair didn't turn out like it. We begged him to turn his video on, but he wouldn't do it. That was funny. Yeah. And then GM, poor guy, he goes, I haven't had a haircut. We can't get a haircut,
Long time.
So yeah, it's good fun. So yes, you can have an unbelievable relationship via remote relationship. It doesn't matter. Culture is culture. Good leadership is good leadership. And hiring a dedicated distant assistant, we've made it a lot easier.
Yep.
And so let us know if you have any questions. You can reach out to us by going to bottleneck.online. I'd love to hear what you think about the new website. We worked really hard on that.
Yep.
And we took a lot of good advice from your mom, from brother-in-law, Kurt.
My dad.
Yep, your dad.
Eyes that aren't familiar with it.
Family and friends. Yeah, they were like, what is this? And
so my dad's like, what is it you do? I'm like, read the website, Dad. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it was really nice to get that feedback because we made the changes. So now when you go there, it says hire a personal assistant today. Pretty obvious what we do. Before he said achieve your goals, and we were like,
well, that doesn't make
for
any
what?
sense.
Do you want me to start working out? What is this? You can also send us an email, info@bottleneck.online, or
Sara@bottleneck.online.
No H. We're on Facebook at Bottleneck Distant Assistants. We changed that up. We're on LinkedIn, bottleneck.online/LinkedIn. Make it a little bit easier for you. We're on Twitter, Bottleneck DA, Distant Assistants. Again, we changed it up there. And Bottleneck Distant Assistants on Instagram. Follow us anywhere. We're up to 37 whopping followers on Instagram, so we need more.
I don't even.
In all fairness, we literally just launched them. But come on, join us on YouTube. By all means, go to Bottleneck Distant Assistants. Check out YouTube. We're doing tons of cool videos over there. And we need subscribers.
And we'll post,
feedback.
We'll post Momon's tutorial, cartoon tutorial on
we
YouTube.
Should do that. That's great.
Yeah.
Great idea.
And I would love for everybody to try it and then get your feedback on how easy it was.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, no, it's not easy.
We want everybody's end result.
There we go. It just goes to show when someone's really good at something, it makes it look simple, and when you try it, like My circles tend to be squares with a couple of, yeah, it's bad. Anyways, that's us.
Yeah. Thanks
That's
for hanging with us.
that's what we've been doing. We've been talking about keeping up the momentum.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday indeed.
Happy
and
Hockey Friday.
happy Labor Day weekend if you're watching this live. If you catch this on the flip side and you're watching this on Evergreen or 6 months down the road, by all means, we're still going to be here. Go to bottleneck.online, check out what we're doing. And if you want to know what happens next week in 6 months, just click on the next video and you'll see what we're doing there. So we've gone live to Facebook, LinkedIn, and so stoked to be on the beta for LinkedIn. It's really been helpful. And YouTube, Periscope, Twitter. Mark Sander Wolf says, tell everyone about the wonderful press you've received. Okay, we did a little bit earlier, but Mark Modesti, TED Talker, wrote an incredible press release for us. And what we did is we sent that press release out, and we got picked up by 182 different news outlets all around, basically, well, not around the world, but in Mexico and the United States, I think. Maybe Canada too, but I'm not sure. I think it was mostly, but we got picked up by like ABC, NBC, Telemundo, Market Watch picked us up, which is really cool. And we got
Fox,
CW. It just goes on and on and on. All these newspapers and television and radio stations. It was really, really, really cool. And so what we're going to be doing is, if you go to our website, you go to bottleneck.online/media, you can see the press releases there. So it may just have the press release right now, but we are updating that page, and we're going to put links to every single one of those news outlets that thankfully picked up.
And Mark Modesti, he was on our launch, so you can check out the launch and see Mark Modesti and Tim Brennan with
Talent Sorter.
Christopher Lockhead with
Christopher Lockhead. That was a good one.
Lockhead.com. Yeah,
because we talked all about category design.
Yep.
So we got a lot of press. Bethany Michaels,
great.
thank you for your help, Bethany. Yeah, it was great. And he says the Inc. magazine article. Well, I'm not sure about the Inc. magazine article, but Forbes picked us up, which was pretty nice, and did an article on us. And if Inc. is watching right now, we'd love to talk with you and tell you everything that we're doing and how we're creating this new category. We'd absolutely love to do that. But we were picked up. We've been featured in Forbes twice now, which has been really, really cool. We were also invited to our local Springfield Business Journal. Big shout out and thank you to Eric Olson for inviting me on a live stream there. And he just wanted to say, Mark Sanderwolf, he said, tell us about the Inc. And then he says, oops, Forbes, sorry. Yeah, no problem at all. Thank you for the shout out there, Mark. Hope all is well. I've been following your posts there. I love what I'm seeing. What is it? You have to have a small butt, something like that.
What?
Yeah. You have to have a small butt. That's one of your things. Something I forget what it was. You have to have a small butt, but something. Go check out Mark Sander Wolf and find out what I'm talking about. You'll see it on his Facebook page there. I can't remember what it was. In any case, anything else before we wrap?
No, just happy Friday. So
Happy
excited.
Friday.
Can't wait to see everybody again next Friday. I am going to be a kid in a candy store next weekend. I can't wait. I can't wait to see Mike Zook and Larry Patey and Reed Lowe, and Chaser's going to be there. And oh my gosh, so many of them. It's going to be so much.
And we're hoping to, here he goes. Here it goes. Mark Sander Wolf says, to achieve your goals, you have to shrink your butt. I love that saying.
You know what? You're gonnas. Too many. I'm going to do that. You got too many gonnas.
Yep.
You got to get it done.
Yep, exactly. And, so one of the other things I want to say before I leave too, I was part of Dr. Terry Levine. She was recently on Live with Bottleneck, and she invited me into her group, Heartrepreneur. It's an amazing group, great for business leaders. And one of the people, she was talking about overcoming, fear and all that kind of stuff, and, people getting rejected. And one of the coolest things someone put on there, and I wish I remembered the name so I could credit you with this, but I really loved it. And it says, rejection is protection.
Oh.
And And it's really cool because if you think about it like that, if someone rejects you, it actually protects you from doing something that probably wasn't, either the time was off or it just wasn't going to be a good relationship or something happened. So when you get rejected, kind of think of it as, man, I've just been protected. It's pretty neat.
It's kind of like spinning it and making a positive out of it.
Yeah. Rejection is protection. I love that. And thank you so much, Dr. Terry Levine. By the way, if you are not in or know Dr. Terry Levine, I highly recommend checking out that episode because she's inviting me into her group once a week for the month of October, where I'll be presenting 4 different topics, all about ways to help you leverage your time by hiring a dedicated distant assistant and scaling your business. So I'm going to be giving some insightful instructions, each one 30 minutes long. So if you ever want to attend, let me know. And thank you to Dr. Terry Levine for letting me do that. And really want to say thank you to everyone else that's helped us out.
Yep. Thank you.
Any tips?
Just tip of the week. Smile. Just smile.
So easy.
You know what? When you smile, it makes others around you smile.
Makes me smile.
Lifts the mood. And
Can we kiss?
I love you.
Bye, everybody. Love you. All right. We'll go ahead and wind down here. Have a great weekend.
Yep.